I want to report on this really quick. It's something it's been in the news. A U.S. state rocked by 61 earthquakes up to 5.1 magnitude in 1 week. A single county has reported more than 60 earthquakes in the last week, sparking a state of emergency to be declared. Scurry County in West Texas was hit by a 5.1 magnitude quake last Friday, which was felt as far north as Oklahoma, followed by a 4.5 magnitude the next day. The epicenter has now experienced 62 seismic events since Monday. That was July 23rd. County Judge Dan Kick declared a disaster in the county Friday to get assistance from the state and is asking anyone with damages or losses to fill out a survey that will help them identify the scope of damage in the area. The seismic events began on Monday, July 23rd, when reports flooded out of Texas after a 4.9 magnitude shook Hermland residents, awakening them at 10:38 p.m., which was also felt in Oklahoma and New Mexico. The reason that's important to me, that's a lot of earthquakes in one small area.
I mean, and they're saying there's other ones too. In Snyder, west of Fort Worth, they had more than 90 earthquakes in the past week. A staggering 103 earthquakes hit West Texas in 8 days. This is, I mean, we know what they do in Texas. Drill, baby, drill. And this is what we're not paying attention to it. We're acting like you got people like some people running for office saying right now that, well, we want to drill more oil. And we're already drilling more oil than anyone has in the history of the world that we know of. In the history of the world, we're drilling more right now.
So you think the earthquakes are from drilling?
Hell yeah. I mean, what else could it be from? Why are we having so much seismic activity? I know people are going to say, this is just the earth shifting. This could be this. I don't know, man. I know you got the Arctic shelves melting away. All those ice caps are, melting away. And the temperatures are rising everywhere. We got to pay attention to what's happening here. I mean, is it because of us? When you have a place that
then you have
has
the eruption in Yellowstone too.
Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah, we watched the video where the people were walking and boom, just start blowing up.
You look at like areas, okay, say like in places in India where India has like a staggering 1.4 billion people. In some places in India, it was getting up to like 120 something degrees, 126, 125 degrees, because they've torn down all the foliage and all the trees and everything. There's another place that planted like 800 and something thousand trees and 5,000 something plants.
They're actually doing it in Africa too. They're trying to stop the Sahara Desert from advancing. Exactly.
Yeah. But the temperature went down. It showed that the temperature went down by like 2 degrees. You know what I mean? By them doing that, it like went down by 2 degrees. I mean, so we see the correlation about what's happening. Of course, it's the drilling. They're drilling Texas pretty much is drilling like a lot of oil out of Texas. I mean, everyone's like, oh, Texas is pretty much runs the United States. They got a great economy. You're drilling. I mean, your water's probably shit because you don't even get enough rain down there as it is. I've been down there. I know you guys. You get spouts of rain, and it'll rain so hard for like 30 seconds, then and it stops. 30 seconds later, the ground is completely dry. That's how it is down there. They got birds down there that have funny shaped beaks. We live in Washington State, so I'm down there. I see a bird with this really long, funny shaped beak. I'm like, what is that beak for? It's because the ground is so hard that the bird has to. That's the only way that bird could survive. Like we have crows here. They couldn't survive down there.
Yeah.
Because of, I'm not saying they don't have any crows. I don't know. But I mean but I'm just looking at like of course it's drilling, man.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I mean, they're getting earthquakes in places that normally don't even get them. Texas.
Yeah, no, I think the earth could be shifting. It could be, climate change. It could be a lot of stuff going on under like titanic plates. I didn't look to see if there's plates under there, but I mean, 61 earthquakes in one area. I'm out. That's like here in Washington, they had the mountain that collapsed. They could hear the cracking, and the neighbors heard cracking, and then the side of the mountain just collapsed on all the people
and killed a bunch. I remember that happening, man. That's crazy, man. You've been talking a lot about climate change, and we need to talk about that because it's true. It's happening. We can sit back and
you can sit back and try to ignore it. It's happening.
It's really happening,
regardless if you're going to participate or not.